Peter, this is Peter Sherwin. Peter,
hi Doug.
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for letting me come down and bother you for a while.
No problem.
Yeah, Peter is the business development manager for Heat Treat at Eurotherm, and I understand yesterday that you and Steve Miller had a very nice presentation here at the show on the redundancy. Can you tell us a little bit about it and how did it go?
Yeah, it went very well. It was well received. We talked about the three main aspects in heat treatment, which are time, temperature, and atmosphere. And with the new products that we've got that have come out in the last 2 years, we've got packaged solutions that we offer redundancy for all of those three features. So for time, when you've got a batch furnace and you're going from one zone to another, you want the system to activate always on time. If your computer goes down, you have a problem. So we have redundant processors within our systems that allow, if one processor goes down, the other one takes over automatically. So you have that full transfer. So time is covered. Temperature, we've been so well known across the world for our temperature control. We call it straight line control because it's just on the button all the time. And so we've got temperature covered, but now we can hot swap. So if a thermocouple goes out during the process, it will swap within milliseconds, so the temperature doesn't change in the furnace. So when you've got temperature covered, time covered, you then look at atmosphere. And so all those three are so critical to the heat treatment. You can't just deal with one, you've got to deal with the whole.
Now your package deals with all three, right? It's smarter solutions. Was that the?
Yeah, it is smarter solutions because we've got a box that can control the furnace, and then it's a flexible box, so you can add things onto that. So with the atmosphere control, we've got 3 gas IR that comes out to actually control the atmosphere as well as the oxygen probe, and so that offers you redundancy on your atmosphere control, which is very good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when I think of people having to deal with control of a furnace, I think of several things jump to mind. One is obviously the cost of the system. Okay. You would think larger the system, larger the cost. We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
The other would be the ease of use and maintainability. And then also standards compliance. But let me ask you this. Let's start with this one. How about ease of use? I noticed that you mentioned in your presentation that it's out of the box. I mean, that means a lot of things to different people. Tell me what that means. I mean, for you guys.
I mean, typically you build up heat treatment control solutions right from the ground up. We've actually got solutions that are now already built for the main features of a seal quench, of a vacuum furnace, of an annealing furnace, and we're working on a continuous furnace. So you basically take it out of the box, slightly tune it for the particular furnace because each furnace has its own quirks, and it's ready to roll. So it's very quick from time of inception to actually getting the furnace operating.
So the people using it don't have a lot of uptime, which is great. But now talk to us a little bit about the size, the modularness of it.
Yeah, we built the package in mind that people maybe just want to go with a standard solution first of all, feel their way around that solution, and then add other elements to it. We have online carbon diffusion, which is fairly new and just about to be received. There was a presentation this morning on it, so we can add that into the package. It's very easy to put it into the one box, and maybe that's something we can go over and.
Sure. Let's take a look over here.
So this is our Icon solution with our T2550 automation controller, and if I just pick on one of the elements here that I mentioned, the carbon diffusion. This, if we go to the profile. When you're going through the carburizing process, you actually build up the carbon level within the furnace and within the part. It's very useful to actually see that happening in real life. So when we start the process, and this is going a little bit faster than real time, but this shows you what happens. You've actually got the carbon level building up during the process over a time. And we will build that to the customer requirement. That carbon level will go to the depth that's set in the specification.
Right, okay.
So it's very useful.
Very good, very good. Well, one more question for you. I'm just curious about the Eurotherm as an international company, obviously. Your support and service around. I mean, that's the other thing when somebody's getting ready to buy equipment like this. They want to know things go down, redundancy is great, but I'd sure like a human.
Yeah, that interesting question, and something from my own experience. I started off with Eurotherm in India, so I worked for them for a time there. I worked for them in the UK, and now recently joined them in the US. So I've experienced the breadth of the Eurotherm arm across the world. We're in the majority of companies, so wherever sort of an American furnace manufacturer sells his furnace, we can support it. We've got people on the ground, know the products, so there is no issue. We are truly a global company.
Great. Well, Peter, thank you very much. It's a pleasure talking with you. I wish you luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Take care.